What's a movie that you will never watch again? The Son of the Mask, Requiem for a Dream. Fantastic movie. Never want to see it again. Cats. CGI buttholes would have at least given the scenes a focal point. Edit. Obligatory mention that my top comment is about buttholes. Never change Reddit. Any movie about the atrocities of human history, Schindler's List, 12 Years a Slave, Life is Beautiful, etc. I watch them and I can appreciate them as cinematic masterpieces. Often they leave a mark, but I never find myself watching them a second time. Grave of the Fireflies, City of God. Good movie, but it is intense. Having lived in Serbia, everyone in USA told me to watch this Serbian film. Interested in maybe seeing some of my Balkan culture. Me being stupid, I didn't research it. Got 20 minutes in. Huge mistake. Lumawi. Then I just read the synopsis. Another mistake, but very unique take on the breakup of Yugoslavia. I'll give them that. The road. Just too bleak. I'm still depressed thinking about it 10 years after I first watched it. Uncut Gems. A great performance by Adam Sandler, but the general feeling of tension and unease combined with the ending makes that a one-time viewing for me. Schindler's List. It's brilliant and so very important, but I just can't. The Mist. Great movie with an amazing ending, but nope. Hereditary. Precious. Good movie, but damn, it is painful to watch. Dear Zachary. The Green Mile. I cried too hard at the end to do that to myself again. Funny Games. Mother. Got the reference but thought it was way too over the top. Especially the baby being given to the crowd part. Yikes. Midsommar hands down. The Last Airbender. I couldn't even finish it, it made me so angry. Manos. The Hands of Fate. I have a list of good films I never want to watch again. Top of that list, and indeed the film that inspired me to make it, was Boys Don't Cry. Even sadder for being a true story. Martyrs. I have two. Lovely Bones and We Need to Talk About Kevin. Matrix 4. Joker. Great movie, but I just felt like once was enough. Brokeback Mountain. And I loved it, but it was just too painful to watch. The two shirts hanging on the hanger, I just can't. Irreversible Kids. Star Wars Episode 9. The Rise of Skywalker. What a shitty way to end the saga. Edit. I'm aware that they're making another movie with Rey, and they'll probably make more movies to follow that one. But Episode 9 was the end of the Skywalker story. What's coming next is the start of something new. Hopefully it'll be good, but I can't help but feel that a movie about the new Jedi Order should have been what Episode 7 should have been, rather than just a rehash of Episode 4. Beasts of No Nation. Great film, but just so grim. Grave of the Fireflies traumatized me as a kid. I spit on your grave. Boy with the striped pajamas. Too depressing. American History X. The Pavement Scene. Requiem for a Dream. Best anti-drug abuse PSA ever. Do not need to go through that a second time. 8 Below. Those Poor Hounds. Lars von Trier's Antichrist. I actually didn't finish it. Not because it's badly made. There is some incredible cinematography and performances in that movie, but there is a moment about 2/3 through where there is some unspeakable sexual violence I've never seen anything like before or since, and right after that, a character reaches for a knife and at the same time I reached for the remote and just turned the TV off. I like to think I have a pretty strong constitution for any manner of fucked upness in films, but I had to draw a line there. Star Wars 7, 8, 9. They don't exist to me, just a bad fever dream. Happiness. The pedophile in there triggered my PTSD really badly and I was almost ready to go to the psych ward. I died and realized how much it would be in my face with that subject. Perfect Blue. The movie that inspired Black Swan. You know you've made a fucked up movie when you inspire a fucked up movie. The Incredible Burt Wonderstone. What a fucking waste of talent and time. 7. I understand that it's a great movie, but it was so depressing. Don't think I could sit through that again. A Clockwork Orange. Into the Woods. No, Just no. Hereditary. Slumdog Millionaire. It. Something about the portrayal of India and Indian people felt off, though it was a pretty good movie in general. Gummo. Pink Flamingos. Antichrist with Willem Dafoe. That movie is fucked. Deer Hunter. Gummo. Saving Private Ryan. The English Patient. The longest 3 hours I've spent in a movie theater. The Passion of the Christ. Once was enough and I am a recovering Catholic cum atheist. Human Centipede. Hostel. My Wedding Video. Highlander 2. It's meant to be so bad it's good, but it's just so bad it's terrible. Rubber. It wasn't necessarily bad, just strange. The first Suicide Squad movie. It's like over 2 hours of pouring trash into your eyeballs. The Lighthouse. A Serbian film. 1. Pulp Fiction. It left mental scars. 2. A Dog's Purpose. Great movie but cried, meaning sobbed uncontrollably through most of it. The dog does 4 times. There needs to be a warning for dog animal lovers. The Art of Racing in the Rain. As a grown-ass man, this movie ripped me emotionally the entire time for no good reason. Plenty of movies are sad, but for some reason this one turned me into an emotional little baby man with medium light skin tone facepalming. Threads. Terrified me so much even when there wasn't a looming threat of nuclear war. I watched it about 10 years ago and there's absolutely no chance I'm watching it now with Putin waving his dick around. Movie 42 was the most star-studded turd I've ever seen. I paid to see Dragon Ball Z movie in theaters. A tornado hit and show was cancelled, so we got our money back. Even Mother Nature was like, fuck this movie. Mother. I love psychological horror, but that was a whole new level for me. Wouldn't put myself through that again. The original Last House on the Left. Old Yeller. What kind of a monster 3rd grade teacher shows this to her class? Splice. Sausage Party. God, I want to throw up every time I think about it. The Whale. Dancer in the Dark. My STBXH once got us to watch it on our anniversary. I started off intrigued, became a mixture of bored and uncomfortable, and ended up completely traumatized. The final act of that film is seared into my consciousness. I was crawling up the wall, begging for it to stop. Jurassic World. Fallen Kingdom. I barely managed to keep myself from walking out the theater. I've seen bad movies. I've seen movies that annoyed me. I've seen films I hated. But this was the first time I was outright angry that a film had been made. Part of me wanted to try and get my money back. Of course I didn't, that would be stupid. But you get my point. Even now thinking back on it I still get mad about it. Manchester by the Sea. It's great but don't need to go there again. Schindler's List. Hereditary. Great movie. Just disturbing. Life is Beautiful. Passion of the Christ. American History X. The Irishman. Titanic. Wicker Man.